Hello, people. I'm Joseph Mechavich. I will be the conductor for the Barber of Seville, and this is...
I'm Dean Anthony. I'm the stage director of Barber of Seville. Where does Rossini leave space for theatrical interpretation?
Ooh, that's great. Mm-hmm. Where does Rossini leave the space? I'm a conductor in the theater. I love silence. I'm obsessed with silence. I'm obsessed with the rest of the music because that's where the action happens. That's where the thought bubble happens for the character. That's where the energy on stage can suck the audience in. It's all in those moments of silence for me that I love.
Absolutely. But again, what happens, and no one usually freezes in silence.
Never.
You breathe. So again, how we breathe, it gives the opportunity for the audience to breathe, which we want, so that we can breathe together.
Yeah, feel that action.
Exactly. Absolutely. Love it.
My turn?
Sure.
What happens musically when a joke lands? Oh, that's easy.
Yeah, that's
it.
Well, when a joke lands, and it's the perfect setup and the perfect timing, perfect hit of a dialogue or a musical dialogue. So it's just how the joke lands, and it's either physical, or it's musical, or it's text.
But
right?
you're very much a musical director. I don't want to say you choreograph things. Yes, you do. You also are musical in that you know what the needs of the singer-actor are. You know what they have to do on stage, where they have to be, can they point out to get their voice out. All of those things, you're very musical, and you incorporate the rhythm, the pulse of the music into your staging.
Well, thank you. And I think that just comes from me years and years of doing it. I did a lot of comedy, and I love comedy. And I trust the comedy, too. That's the other part of it. And I think that we don't want to race through comedy. We don't want to speed through comedy. No. We have to do it also so that the audience can understand it. Right? So if we go too fast or we go too slow, we lose the audience. We want to pull them in and then smack them in the face with something really funny.
Absolutely.
That's exactly how
you definitely want to trust your cast, Well,
absolutely.
Let them breathe, let them bring their energy, their talents out to the audience.
But the music gives us, again, we go back to the music. The music has a pulse to it that I will talk about. It has a rhythm. It has a balance different than speech, right? So if you're doing a dialogue or monologue, you have all this freedom of air, right? To say whatever you want, or stand-up comedy, that kind of thing. But when we have a pulse that beats underneath it, given by the composer, we have to trust that. Because if you go against the grain, it does not work, in my opinion. Why is laughter important in opera? And in this moment?
I mean, comedy is so difficult, and when a composer is able to capture comedy in this tradition, this operatic tradition, it's magical. I think Rossini, Mozart, Albert Herring, Benjamin Britten, it's just, if you're able to do it, it's absolutely magical. This pulse, this rhythm, capturing the heartbeat of a situation, allowing the laughter, it's so incredible to experience comedy in this art form, and super hard. Comedy's hard.
Yeah, and I think in simplistic form, right now, levity-wise, we could all use a little...
We need to laugh together.
Exactly, and I think this is the thing that happens.
Absolutely.
Because even though we want them to be together in the end, or how this show kind of works itself out, we get to laugh along the way.
Absolutely.
We're not laughing at each other. We're laughing with each other, which is the most important thing to me, that we don't turn it into laughing or making fun of anyone specifically. It's about the joy of people getting pushed around and moved around and shifted, and something goes well, something doesn't go well. Yeah, but again, there's comedy inside of that. It's not mean. Yeah, I'm always worried about actors being mean in comedy.
Well, Seinfeld had that beautiful line of...
Absolutely.
Walking that fine line. Absolutely.
Right, it did.
In comedy, timing is everything. How do music and movement stay in conversation?
We've been talking about this. I mean, there's no way out of it. I mean, you have to trust what's on the page.
Yep.
To me, there's just no way you can make up different rhythms. If your body's moving at 100 miles an hour compared to what's on the page, then you're going to sit back and you're going to go. Well, you're going to try to figure out what's going on. Mm-hmm. And if the audience has to try to figure out what's going on in a comedy, we're in trouble.
Yeah.
So it just needs to flow.
What misconceptions do audiences bring to this opera?
Well, it's not Bugs Bunny, and it's not kill the wabbit, right? It's not all of those things. The misconception is that it's just because it's in a foreign language doesn't mean we can't enjoy.
Absolutely.
Or we can't, or if it's such a time, it's a timeless piece. I mean, it goes. Rossini wrote it a long time ago. The period or the timing of it doesn't matter. And do a little homework, sure. Read up, know what's going on, but and don't stare at the super titles all night long. We hope that our physical comedy can take you on the journey, so you can catch a phrase or so of the super titles and still get the jokes. And
These
still get the reference.
These characters, though, are based on traditional commedia dell'arte characters, just like Seinfeld, Golden Girls, right? They're all based on the same things. That's why it's so good and resonates with us.
Well, right. I mean, in the comedy tradition of even vaudeville, which I'm a big vaudeville fan, or even Tim Conway we mentioned today.
Absolutely.
Tim Conway, Harvey Korman, those guys. That comic timing is delicious.
Yep.
And it's easy to laugh at.
Yep, Kramer and Newman and Seinfeld, absolutely.
Exactly. I think we changed the world here today, Joey.
We did.
Come to see Barber of Seville at Knoxville Opera.
I second that.